with little time to uncover the mystery behind the stone statues of the Grand Concourse, the heroes struggled to preserve the blood of the basilisks. With enough to coat one subject, they lift the curse of petrification. Unfortunately, they were confronted by a panicked and aggressive flesh warp, calling for one War Chieftain Kurfel. With the lines of communication severely limited, the creature had to be put down, only for it to burst at the seams with the negative energy that becomes such creations. The heroes made their way back to Otari to ask the aid of Morlibent yet again, while Lady Gilda and Tulak both send correspondence to Absalom. Now they re-enter the Abomination Vaults.
Gentlemen, listeners, I want to direct your attention to Pathfinder 2nd Edition for a moment. I came across something.
Wait.
Yeah.
Direct it more so, other than the fact that that's already the central thesis of this
I
program?
thought we were playing Sorry.
That's a fair point, but we often do talk about non-2E things, non-Pathfinder things in our innovator. Not always, but most of the time we do not. I'm going to focus on it this time. Thanks for giving me shit.
I like it.
Minus 1 hero point. No, I was actually thinking about, I saw something on the Pathfinder subreddit, which is very busy at the moment, about people asking whether or not, it was a poll, whether or not people like to know ahead of time what they're about to encounter and prepare for in advance versus going in blind. And I thought to myself, man, I've almost never played a game where you regularly have advanced knowledge. But that was the highest on the poll by a long shot, actually, when I looked at it. Most people said, I love to do my research and play the game in such a way that allows me to know what I'm getting into ahead of time. And I thought, damn, we're playing an adventure that's like a labyrinthine blind hallway door knock thing, and there's almost no opportunity for that. Other than what I provided through the research system, which is not part of the adventure. I just did that for like the will-o-wisps and the flesh warps and stuff, which you haven't dove into too far yet. But yeah, I just kind of like, it hit me. I was like, man, we are playing something that's very much not in line with that poll. But Abomination Vaults is also one of the most popular adventures. And I thought, how are you guys feeling about that comparison? How do you feel about going around blind corners all the time? And is that fun for you? Is it sometimes a pain in the ass? Like, have you thought about it at all?
I didn't know we were allowed to prepare in a game like this, so now I feel like I'm missing out on an experience I would like a whole lot. Because, boy,
I guess it really depends. Like I had, like I said, I've almost never played in a game where we prepared in advance, but it got my mind going. Like, how does one do that? I guess, and I guess it really does depend on the adventure. Like, how does one go about doing some advanced research?
Right.
You know, forget using this research subsystem. People are saying that they do this all the time and they prepare themselves in certain ways.
They tell you what kind of situation you're getting yourself into, like given some specifics before you go down, you can know who you're going to encounter.
Right.
I don't know if that would be more fun or not. It is almost more fun to learn what the thing is while it's kicking your ass.
Yeah. I mean, it plays right into what we discussed last episode too, with the new Spellguard shield. Like, kind of knowing in advance would be a huge thing. Sorry, Scott, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's okay. I was just thinking about I could see it from one side where there'd be people who are like, okay, we're playing an underwater adventure. Maybe that's too extreme. We're playing against pirates, and they could develop a character that was uniquely suited for that type of encounter that you would presume that you're going to be playing.
Right.
So I could see people, getting on board, because then they're looking up items and they're looking up stats and feats and all that type of stuff and getting munchkinny about it.
Right.
I mean, you could kind of do that in a lot of adventures, just guessing on the setting. But I like to make the characters I like to make, and then I like to throw them into situations that I find realistic, where you don't know what you're going to face. Personally,
James.
I think that's a very tough question. I understand why people like it, but like you said, this adventure path isn't conducive to it.
It's not.
So what we have done is made characters that are conducive to this adventure path. That's part of what the player's guide is that everybody should read ahead of time. If we had like the 1-2 punch of a wizard thief, or wizard assassin, or that wizard rogue 1-2 punch of invisibility and then light feet, we could do this very differently.
Right.
It would open up some options for us, but we're not playing towards those traditional stereotypes. But if we were to play something like Agents of Edgewatch, which we've talked about, I have a character in mind for it. She doesn't kick down doors.
Right.
She doesn't. She does her recon. She does her research, and part of that would have like a thief in her pocket to do things like that.
Yeah.
Whereas in this adventure path, the character that I want to play is somebody who kicks down doors and asks questions later. And that's how I built Gilda, is somebody who can kick down a door, stand there, take the first couple of beatings while we identify what the creature is. That's why I keep coming back to the Bastion. Is so we've got Tulak or Physic.
Oh, we don't have Physic
Krukka
at
in
all.
the background. These more intelligent. But at the time, but at the time they were both high skill classes, right? So I built Gilda to kick down the door, stand in the door, take a couple of lashes while they burn an action to do their recall knowledge,
Figure out what it is. Yeah.
So,
yep.
which she has done for better or for worse.
Yeah. I mean, even Small was like that too, because Small had that feat, right, where upon a hit you get a free recall knowledge, so you could see the same flavor in your intention there.
Yeah.
Would be nice
That's
to
cool.
have
That's
around.
cool that you considered that.
Of course. Yeah.
But it really got me thinking
a stark
about, like,
oversight not to consider party makeup when you're picking a character mid-adventure.
It really got my brain going. I'm like, oh, people love doing that. And I'm kind of like, oh my god, as a GM, am I doing something wrong? I know this adventure's not conducive to it, like you said, and I agree with that. And I know I don't think I've done anything wrong, really. But I was thinking, like, man, I've
you've
never
done
really
wrong, Barn.
I've never really played a game that had enough of a freedom to do research, and like I'm kind of wondering how other GMs approach that to allow that advanced research stuff. And I agree, like Agents of Edgewatch would be a really cool one to do, because ideally you're collecting evidence and the city and what to expect, and you probably have some familiarity with different like gangs or factions and that sort of thing in each of the quarters. And, and that would be really fun to play with.
Conducive to that with a high charisma. Whereas in this adventure, we don't meet a whole lot of NPCs that we can negotiate information out of,
or we haven't, at least.
Or we haven't.
Our negotiation tactics
they've been
have
there.
been spotty at best.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's probably the hardest part, is the pre-built sort of motivations of a lot of the NPCs you do come across. They're really hard to figure out, and
not a sympathetic lot.
No.
To your credit, Freeman, as a GM, even though you've told us that there isn't like a timeline involved, I know for a fact the three of us feel the pressure of time. That's something we've meta taken from our characters, is that they would feel that pressure of time, even though there isn't really. I mean, there kind of is, and it's a fictional setting.
Well,
sometimes when we're not doing shit, I as a player get anxiety for building.
I feel it, baby.
We need to move forward.
Yeah. Because the reason I really wanted to emphasize that non-pressure of time, it wasn't because there wasn't a pressure of time, but because there was none that your characters knew of. Like, you had no idea of what could happen when. But there are things that could happen when, like meta-wise, of course, right? The one thing that stands out, which I don't mind talking about now, is you guys have already discovered what the Gauntlet does. And there was a ticking time on that. It was 1 month, right? It was 30 days or some such. And that was your ticking clock in the background. But like you guys are go, 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 go. And you got a lot done in like a week, a week and a half.
Yeah.
And it's really, really cool. You guys kind of pushing yourself. But, had you taken your time and but you know what, let's not worry too much about it. And did take too long. I was ready for that, or I was getting ready for it. What if you didn't reach a certain spot at a certain time, and then the gauntlet went off again, something. And who knows? Who knows if that could happen again? There's more to discover, of course.
Yeah, we don't know how long it's going to take. Like, things could
know.
happen at any time.
Yeah.
And what happens if it goes off when we're 7 levels deep?
Exactly. What are the repercussions? Yeah.
So we as players feel that pressure of time more than I've ever felt in any game I've ever played, and that's solely due to the way that you've run the game.
Yeah.
So credit where credit's due there.
Cool. Thank you.
And that urgency definitely carries over into the way that we're playing. It's a lot of we have our thing. We listen, we detect, and we kick.
Yeah.
And that's just how we're going to approach rooms because it seems to work.
Yeah. And I think I'm really happy overall with the fact that I put the research system in this, even though it was a little confusing at the start. You guys embraced it, and I did it. It's not included in this adventure, right? And I did it my own way, and to give you more background story, to give you more insight into what's happening here, because it's not easy to deliver, especially if you don't have NPCs delivering it all the time. And I think I'm rather proud of the will-o-wisp approach, and like because I'm pretty sure at one point you guys identified that the flicker wisp was like on the surface, and then you went and researched it, and then you had that advanced knowledge and you approached it. I'm pretty sure that was the creature. You approached it beforehand and you went out of your way to like, you had the information, you went for it.
Yep. I
was like, that was fun. Right. And I know that's what people were talking about. Like, you don't get to do that very often, but at least you have categories or like, subjects to do that with.
We knew about the Groton cattle. Oh my God. The Grotian candle.
Oh, the Groton candle. Yeah. Oh, that's the one. Yeah. You did. Cause that was lucky. Cause you like
as well.
Yeah. You had me roll to see which one you would research. And that's the one that came up. And I don't mind saying too, that's actually not technically in that room, or it's actually just another will-o-wisp. But I had already said I'm going to swap it out, so it was really lucky and it worked out really well. And I think that's
so.
Really
you're the reason Physic is dead.
Yep,
that's them all.
It's the same CR creature. It basically just has slightly small variants, but
But you said that Volek was pushing the action to put him down because then the Groton candle could feed on him. You are stuck in your web of lies.
It's true. I did do that.
Justice will be served, and it is best served cold.
Cold pressed. Well,
speaking about the pressures of time, let's go find some Jaffa cakes and kill them.
Well, it's a sweet 10 minutes or so of talking about the game we're about to play. How's that for a segue? What do you guys want to do next? I'm all jived up.
We're killing Gelfreezy for the Mummy Man.
Yeah, so do we just want to hunt them down? Because we're like 6 hours deep into day 1, essentially.
Of 3.
Yep.
Or do we want to try and clear this floor?
If we've only got the couple
3
doors
left.
do, yeah.
Okay.
Let's do the southern 2 doors because then we can avoid the other Velstrax.
Yeah, that was also going to be my suggestion. I mean, we could avoid the Velstrax by going back to the main chamber and then going all the way around.
But it's in that room.
Oh, it is in that room, right? With the big old floor drain. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And
you threw that like silver whip or whatever down, and it just stayed where it was at, and that's how you got around it, right?
Yeah.
Or like
the ghost touch whip. Yeah.
We armed it.
Basically.
Here,
Sure
Taliban,
did.
have these guns. This won't go against us in the future.
It's a classic. Lady Gilda knows it's a
It worked
classic
for the U.S. military. It worked for
tactic.
us.
Yeah.
We dedicate
Oh,
this
damn.
movie to the brave Mujahideen.
Oh god.
All
that's
right.
probably gonna be cut.
Zero Dark Absalom.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so you go from one
Let's
of the
do the farthest south one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So for the listeners, compared to where they were, which was the Grand Concourse, which is like that long hallway, but there's like a sort of walkway above. I think it was like 20 feet up above on each side, and a bridge and stuff. They're gonna find their way around to a spot where it loops around underneath another bridge. God, that's impossible. I'm sorry, that's impossible to describe.
It's like the sewers from the first Dark Souls.
This level is proper labyrinthine.
It's also impossible to get to.
Yeah, no, I'll get you there. Don't worry about it.
I've tried 4 different ways. 5 now.
Effectively, after they had completely stomped that specter, much to my chagrin, to the south of that room, where they found some supplies, there was a bridge sort of crossroads. So they are going underneath that bridge, heading south to a room with double doors. And the other part of that crossroads has another set of double doors to the east as well. So they're heading to this southern spot. All right, and so you come down these stairs, go under a bridge above your head in this 10-foot wide hallway that is covered in bits of debris and rubble and stuff and dirt and grime, and you find your way towards these double doors. What is your approach?
I bet I can guess.
Mage armor.
Smoke
Good
bomb.
Good call for the start of the day. Very good.
Yeah, I think Gilda's gonna stealth.
What?
She is 100% defending.
Come again?
Trucko will break into song. I hope you like cats.
Memory.
He's been a skald all along.
All alone in the moonlight.
All right, theater nerds. Tulok will avoid notice and cast detect magic.
No, Kruk is scouting.
Feels redundant.
Okay. Kruk is scouting, defending, detect magic. You walk up to the doors, and before you even get quite to them, you can hear things being tossed around in this room and muddled voices. Just like there's like a random bang or smash here and there.
It's a domestic.
Like
Let's
a
get the
room,
fuck out of here.
like a room full of just like random shit is just being tossed sporadically, and there's voices that are like, again, that's before you even get to the door. Assuming you're taking all those actions, is there anything else you want to do before you just bust down this door?
Magic? Is there magic? Tell me magic.
There is magic, yes.
What type?
You detect some magic. You detect evocation.
That evokes a response.
My God.
All right, so Tulok turns to his companions and says, "Ready yourself. There is evocation magic beyond this door."
Gilda will switch shields.
Okay, switching shields to the spell guard. Ooh, exciting. You switch the shields. You get ready. Scouting, defending, avoiding notice, I assume. Open the doors.
Yeah.
Bam. Open the doors to a room that it's the east and west walls are curved with tables that have small built-in ovens, actually.
It's a fucking Mongolian grill.
There are wood fragments, heavily dented pewter serving dishes, silver flatware, crystal shrapnel littering the floor. There's a wide alcove in the south end at a cloudy window overlooking a much larger space, which is the arena, you would assume, and an array of magical glyphs next to the window. And this room is just, like I said, it's tossed. There's shit just thrown and strewn everywhere. And in fact, there are 2 incorporeal spirits, not even hiding themselves if they could, just tossing shit at each other. They look a little something like that.
Poltergeists?
And they're just like, I can't get out. Trapped in here forever. It's your fault. No, it's yours. And they're just like screaming at each other at the top of their proverbial lungs, and just throwing shit And when the doors open, they turn their heads to you and be like, "Ah!" And they just start screaming. You're not even sure if it's at you or each other or what, but they are squabbling and they're about to take it out on you. Let's roll for initiative.
Oh shit!
Sure could use a ghost touch whip right about now.
Oh, snap.
We can go back and get it. They can't leave. They just told us. Like, just shut the fucking doors.
Is that what you
Yeah,
want
we've
to do?
had good luck with this poltergeist. So
Krucka, what'd you get?
a 27.
All right, Lady Gilda. That's too bad.
23.
It's okay. Tulok.
26.
All right, that's not too bad either. However, the poltergeist of the east is going to start first, and it is going to grab a whole bunch of these objects and start sending them your way. It's going to use telekinetic storm. It's going to actually, so what it's going to do is it's going to move closer to the door into the center of the room, and then just aim this at you, and just sends a whole bunch of shit towards you, and it's just going to start whipping up all around you. And I need, what do I need to do here? So, yeah, I'm going to roll attack roll against each of you, although with a -2. Let's go with Krucka to start. Natural 1. Next up is Lady Gilda. It's going to be a 28 to hit.
Yeah, just barely.
Okay, and that's going to rock you for 24 piercing damage. You get skewered by a bunch of cutlery.
But is this a spell? What about your new shield?
Yeah, she is going to shield block, but I don't think that counts as a spell.
This is not a spell.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't know if your Spellguard shield can still regularly shield block. It just says you can't. Is it
Sure
you
can.
just you can do magic? You can do
Just
both with them.
It's just a shield.
Yeah, so I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, it's just
Although
got
this-
shitty hardness.
This is
comparatively.
technically an evocation and magical ability. It's just not a spell. So I think it works either way.
And shield block spells that target you if you have the action.
Okay.
You gain a circumstance bonus to saving throws against spells. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Okay. So what was the damage again? Sorry.
That's 24. And Tulok, it's going to be a 20 to hit you.
Yes.
Okay, so just like books and everything just start flying, and bam, 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 bam. And Lady Gilda manages to catch one just beyond her shield a little bit. And that's it. Next up is Krucka.
He is going to first action. Actually, he's going to delay.
It's going to delay. Okay. Tulok. And they keep after this scream, they just keep like arguing, just like, there's no way out. We don't know the route. It's your fault. No, it's your fault. It's their fault. And just back and forth, just going crazy.
Tulok will draw from the bag of holding the lantern of empty light.
Okay, so that's two actions to get out of your backpack. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And so those will be his first two actions, and then he will look at the ghost to the south of him and will say, "You there. We mean you no harm. Perhaps we can help you out of this predicament. Stop throwing your things at us. Let's have a chat." And I would like to roll spirit lore.
Okay, spirit lore, recall knowledge. Here we go. You know only enough to recognize that these are definitely poltergeists, like you encountered before, the one you encountered before, in the room before or next to Volix. But that's about it.
Sorry, I was meaning that I want to use spirit lore to make an impression. Because I have Graves' voice. My apologies.
You did not explain to me.
No.
Elaborately. Graves. What's Graves' impression too? What's that? What's the deal with that?
Graves' voice. It basically means that I can use spirit or haunt lore to make an impression or request things.
Okay.
For
Cool.
Creatures. Yeah.
All right. In that case, you get an immediate response that's just like, There's nothing to talk about unless it's the way out. We shouldn't have come here to begin with. That's not fair.
Can I hop in here? Are these the two people that we saw in the intro to this book when Belcora showed them the two adventurers out the window and they saw people fighting in the pit below?
That's a hero point.
Oh!
Yeah, it is.
I have them listed as Stadler and Waldorf in my notes.
Perfect. I was trying to look it up, but I couldn't find it.
All right, so that's your turn. They're still hostile, but sort of talking to you. Lady Gilda, what do you got?
Gilda, as behind her as she possibly can, will free action drop the spell guard shield.
Mm-hmm.
First action, draw her sturdy shield.
Okay.
Because
damn,
shield block is no joke.
Yep.
Her second action, she will raise that shield. Because this one can actually take a hit or two. And she will look to Tulok and Kruka, like, are we attacking? What's our plan here, gentlemen? Are we going to be making a go of this, or are we just going to casually walk away? They have mentioned the exit many a time.
Perhaps we can help them.
They seem to be pretty occupied amongst themselves.
Oh, I was just like, you were supposed to keep track of the way. No, you were. There's no way out.
You know, we're standing in the door right here. It's open if you want to leave now, she says.
Leave? Where? How? We
Here.
don't know the way.
You can just follow us.
They actually pause and look at each other. Where?
She just waves, I guess.
And
Like
just
points downward
Yep.
towards herself.
okay. And then, do you do anything else?
Just come.
Yeah.
No, I guess that's a request. Is that right?
Like,
No,
do you-
I'll let the third action fall flat. I don't know what else I could do with it.
Okay.
That's good pathfindering. Don't
Gonna-
use all of your actions in
Yeah.
combat.
Kruka, are you gonna jump in here at all, or are we gonna keep going?
Well, he was gonna throw a hammer at them. I don't know if that's a good idea anymore.
Wait, sorry. Could I use my last action to point out that this is the doorway?
Sure. Yeah, I know there's the point out function, or like action. It's kind of cool. Here's what I want to give you: is they're not under the impression that there's no door there. They know there's the door there, so they're not really worried about getting out of the room. I mean, you would assume they're bound to this room, but
Yeah.
they're not confused about where the exit to this room is. That's not what they're confused about.
Can Kruka do a sweep of the room, an ocular pat down of the room, as it were?
Sure. You can see just barely that there is a door, a single door, a little bit to the eastern side, kind of in line with the double doors you're standing in front of, but otherwise it is just a complete and utter mess. The cloudy window to the south. What here? I'm going to give you this too because you guys are familiar with Poltergeist already, and Tulok just rolled a spirit lore. They have what's called a sight bound, which means they'll reform basically at the site, but they can't travel beyond the site more than 120 feet. So they can go beyond this room technically, but not much, not far, but farther than you might have anticipated. I guess is the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, he's gonna step towards the door.
Okay, you step towards the door.
Stride towards the door.
Stride, yeah. And then the Eastern Poltergeist reacts like defensively, like a bit jarred by your approach, and actually uses its reaction to fling a book at you for a natural 20.
Ooh.
Jesus.
And just clocks
He is
you
an
on
advanced reader.
for 32 damage.
Oh,
It's like, no, back away!
I'll use
Poof!
I'll use my reaction to decrease that by 8.
Okay.
Get the hell out of there.
He'd like to open the door.
Okay. You crack a door and it's like a small or a narrow 5-foot hallway, or like a staircase actually, that goes down and then curves to the east, and it is completely and utterly cluttered with junk. Like really, really like hard to walk through, difficult terrain, if not greater difficult terrain. It's just filled with shit.
This might be the exit you're looking for. And he'll pick up the book and pretend to read it.
And the poltergeist nearest you is like, "That's ridiculous! That leads down! There's no way that's the way out!" And is going to disappear and reappear and use its frightened ability, shocking you all, and with will save, please.
24.
Also 24.
Okay.
Also 4, but with a 1 in front of it.
That's gonna put you at a frightened 2 there, Krucka. You are not you something spooky about reading that book, I guess. Yeah, this thing just
I
like
hate Jane Austen.
disappears and reappears and lets out this like frightening kind of like presence and glare across the room. Success, you are immune for 1 minute, so you other two are not buying it. You've been down this road, but actually Krucka hasn't.
Nope.
And it goes back to the original poltergeist, who is going to just like chastise you. You're no help at all. We need the way out. We don't know where to go. And is going to move a little bit away and telekinetic storm all of you again. Let's go with Lady Gilda first. That's a sweet 29 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay, it's going to be 14 bludgeoning damage as you get hit by a couple of plates.
She will...
Actually, sorry, that's a 27 hit. I forgot the -2 on that. Okay, so that matters.
27's of need to beat.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so 24?
No, 14 damage. Sorry.
Okay.
And Krucka, that's a 26 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, you get with a few rogue pens and other writing implements for 19 piercing damage.
19. Okay, he's gonna fall into a rage at this point because he hates ballpoint pens.
And Tulok's still good in the back, it looks like, with a 16 to hit. And that's going to bring us back to Krucka, who's now in a rage.
Does it after he delayed?
Oh yeah, where did you? Oh, you came in there. Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. It's Tulok's turn.
All right, Tulok is again going to address the poltergeist. Please stop it now. We really would like to help you out of here. We too want to be free of this place. So just speak with us. Put down the books. Put down the glasses. Everybody needs to calm down. We are not your enemies here. If you tell us some more details, perhaps we can help you find a way out. Please, I beg of you. And again, Graves' voice.
Okay.
I want to hero point this shit.
Don't bother.
Nice.
They after this last storm, they just like all these objects are floating around them, and they all like stop like spinning, and they just look at you and be like, "Help us find the way. You know the way? Tell us the way.
We will help you.
Tell us the way."
Krucka, look down that hall. See if there's a teleportation circle. Be at ease. Be at ease. Allow us to look about this room. Perhaps there's a detail in here we can find. What are your names?
"Do not step in this room," one of them says. "Tell us the way," the other one says.
You must free yourself. You are dead. You are beyond the living. And yet here you linger. We need to find and exercise you. Perhaps it's an item you're carrying. Perhaps it's an unfulfilled goal.
We
Speak
need
with us.
to know the way. We want to go home.
Okay, is there a check that I can roll as Tulok maybe smarter than Scott?
Roll me a.
If there's
Let's
some
do a sense motive. I'm gonna roll
Okay,
a secret
so-
perception check here.
I'll hero point that if it's shit.
Okay, take a hero point away. Something fun about that, actually.
You can just do that.
I'm willing to
anytime you
gamble it, just dangle it in front of me. It hits you that it's so much simpler than it should be. You're overthinking it. Just tell them the route out.
Oh yeah, that's easy to describe.
I mean, just if that is what Tulok would do, then we don't. I don't need you to do it for the listeners. You know.
Okay, Tulok turns to them and says, "I do know the way out of here. There are many routes, but I shall give you the easiest." And he will relay to them.
You truly are a
Can
pathfinder.
we just give them Volek's map?
You could give them a series of maps, but you just like if you start describing it like, and they just listen very intently, and like they start to like get almost a little excited. The closer you get to like, and then you're the next floor up, and then the next floor up. You make this turn, and then those stairs, and they lead up, and they're just like, yep. They're like excited, and they just can't wait. And then as soon as like you say that's when you'll and they're like recognizing when you go down this hallway, like, oh yeah, I remember that, and then this room, oh yeah, we went through there, and they're following you and the recollection of how they got down here, and then they just fly out those doors and around a corner and just disappear.
It really feels like they couldn't figure that out on their own.
It's really the
They're not
downside
as smart
of
as you, Krucka.
being a poltergeist, I guess. They need someone else to solve the problem. And that's encounter over. Nailed it. As they do pass you and disappear around a corner, one little box that's dented and destroyed and ripped up kind of floats in their wake and just lands right at Tulok's feet. It's like a little lockbox that's lead lined and dented to shit.
Lead poisoning. He picks it up.
It's to prevent Superman from looking in.
You pick it up, and you can tell that it's been tossed across this room countless times, to the point where it looks like the mechanism to open it is quite jammed, to the point of like you're not gonna be able to force it open. You're gonna have to use some thievery skills to kind of jerry rig it and get it open.
Tulok eagerly grabs it and brings it over to one of the tables, brushes off some glass and books and whatever else is stacked upon the table, and will get involved.
Get involved.
Good to be present,
Roll me.
I would like to. First of all, do I know what the quality of this lock is?
So that's the thing. It doesn't appear to be locked. It's not like a lock on it. It's just mangled to the point of being jammed shut. Like whatever mechanism does hold it. So you just need to. Yeah, it's just brutalized basically.
I cast guidance on myself and roll a 29 thievery.
Oh, yep. You just like slide, whatever tools you need into the right spots, and you nearly crit success that. And it swings open. And inside, just sits a ring, a heavy iron ring, shaped like the head of a ram with curling horns.
Nice.
And
Gilda knows what it is.
hell yeah. Tulok will take the ring and he shows it to Duffy.
Okay, and Duffy tells you that there
Thanks
is...
for proposing.
No.
Oh my! I wasn't prepared for this. I like you and all, Tulok, but perhaps if we get to know each other a little bit better.
A
First,
single tear runs down Tulok's
It's
face.
actually Ram, not you.
Baa-Ram-Ewe, Baa-Ram-Ewe, sheep be true.
Oh boy. Talk about the fucking ring.
One of those rarely used babe references.
equal measure on all the checks. So
I just rolled a 23 occult.
that'll do it. This is a Ring of the Ram. And if you're wearing it and you activate it with one action, it's an interact action, you can do this once per minute. I can't believe I'm even giving this to you. A ram-shaped blast of force slams into one foe that you can see within 60 feet. The number of actions you spend to activate this item, so it's minimum 1, but up to 3, determines the intensity of the force. The blow deals 2d6 force damage per action spent and pushes the target 5 feet per action spent. The target attempts a fortitude save to reduce the damage and or pushback.
That's huge.
Or increase it.
Damn.
It's a very powerful ring.
Yeah.
That thing is sick.
What is the level on that? Like 10?
Level 6, actually.
6?
Yeah.
That's
There's
hardcore for 6.
There's a greater version of it that does 3d6 per.
That doesn't feel like it's worth it.
Oh man. And the DC on it is what is it? Oh yeah, 22 fortitude save, so it's pretty all right. It's a hell of a ring. Once per minute. When I read that, I went, fuck.
Yeah.
That's happening every combat.
Yeah, well, sure.
We should probably just leave it in the sack of holding.
I did double check though. This is a worn item, and Lady Gilda can't put it on with her wraps.
She wouldn't need to if she was gonna wear it. I mean, this seems like a Krucka or Tulak item, but she has nimble shield hand.
Oh, damn. Okay. What does that mean again? You can manipulate stuff?
Yeah.
But you still can't wear it. Like, it's an invested item that's worn, and your hand wraps go on both hands.
Oh, okay.
You need on both hands in order for them to function. So you can't have two items in the same slot, as it were.
Yeah. Again, this isn't an item that I'm stoked over. And
I thought it might.
It's
I thought
kind
it
of
might
a
be a little
job.
bit because I would be like, I'm gonna burst down the door and just fucking ram punch something from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be her who does that, though,
Yeah,
right? Like
that's
anybody who's rolling better initiative is probably better off.
Yeah.
Rolling that opening volley.
Yeah, it's pretty.
What do you
sweet.
think, Scoot? You,
I mean, I'll take it, but are you interested in it?
I mean, Krucka's
We could roll.
pretty good to blast people from a distance or right close up.
Do you want to roll off on it?
Yes. It's a classic
Okay.
roll off.
Classic roll off. Here we go.
It's a roll.
What are you rolling?
3.
What did you roll?
3.
Like what?
It's just a flat D20.
A D20.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what dice.
Oh, sorry.
What die? I was going.
D4.
Yeah.
10.
Hey, it's all you, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Ring of the Ram.
I can't wait.
Guess how much of that Baa-Ram-Ewe joke is coming back
what we
into
really
play.
needed was Krucka to hit hard and more.
Yeah, well,
ways.
now Krucka can hit hard from 60 feet away. So
Yeah, without having to
Facts.
switch to the
Yeah,
hammer.
that's what we need.
Freeman, can
Yeah.
you move that from me to Crucky?
Cracky.
Can do. I will say that I chose this one because the item in this room has been non-applicable to any of the party makeup we've ever had, so it would have literally been useless. Great item though. I'm not gonna tell you what it was.
And that's
but,
I get to keep the healer's gloves, so we.
Here we go. Ring of the Ram. You guys are getting stocked up on items. What would you like to do in this room full of trash, in this foggy window, this murky window in the south, with glyphs all by it, yada, 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 and this door leads down? Search the walls for stuff.
Show me a teleportation circle.
do we need
You already have
another
one
one
on
on
this
this
floor.
level? We got 2 on this floor.
I know, it just
Yeah,
would
there's-
make sense to have one in this
It's like
room.
bathrooms. You can never have too many.
I mean, I guess that's true. Yeah, so you search this room around. You
That's
don't
not
see
true.
much. I'm actually thinking about that too. I was like, it's definitely not. What a plumbing nightmare that
Yeah,
must be.
yeah.
Just have a
Yeah.
whole bunch of bathrooms in a small space.
1 bathroom per occupant is the ideal amount of bathrooms.
I just have
Yeah.
bowel issues, so
That's two
Do one
side
around
by
every
side,
corner.
then I think.
The dromedary bathrooms. Yeah.
Didn't Freeman say? Wait, was it James maybe that we said what would you like in the house if you could design your own house and have all the money in the world? And I believe one of you guys said a
I think
urinal.
James brought it up.
Yeah, urinal. I would
There you go.
100% want a
Yeah.
urinal. Imagine a toilet that cleans itself. Like, why wouldn't I want that?
As someone who's had to clean public washrooms for work before, they don't clean themselves.
Yeah, but it's just me using it. Like, I'm cool with that,
Dude.
I'm not cleaning cleaning a urinal at a public park. Like, I'm
You
not allowing
have
you
a
people to use
sink.
it. I mean, it's pretty much
Okay.
a urinal, but I feel
We're
my
moving
wife
past the
might-
urinals.
Might frown.
We gotta
on
move
that.
past. We gotta move past the urinal talk.
No,
guys.
we're good.
Just bathroom talk in general.
Okay, Tulok would like to head to this small hallway and
Okay.
move through the shit, not literally, and look
Okay.
around the corner.
Yeah, so it is really, really tough to like move through here. And it goes in the corner and it just keeps heading down, and it's definitely gonna go down to the next floor.
Okay, but it's accessible.
It is accessible, and if you keep pushing, you will eventually find a single door around the corner. It may twist and turns a couple times or something like that, but yeah, there's a single door.
Tulok heads out,
And-
lets his teammates know that.
Okay.
So nothing else of interest in this room. Tulok will head towards the cloudy window and touch it.
Roll me an occultism or arcana, but I'm sure you prefer occultism.
Vax 22.
Yeah, you can see that the glyphs basically can alter this wall to be ethereal, but still resembling transparent stone, or render opaque or to transparent, kind of like one way or the other kind of thing. So you have control over the view through this magical stone wall. And if you adjust the runes appropriately, you can just see over the arena quite clearly, and you're very much just perched over that massive pile that you've seen in the arena floor before, of just like viscera and bodies and weapons and armor and creatures, just like this big amalgamation of shit.
Tulok turns to his companions and says, I wonder how many of these walls exist within this fortress. How often have eyes been on us, or will in the future? We need to be wary of this. And I know that, Lady Gilda, sneaking is not your forte, but we should try to move with stealth.
I will be very quiet.
Thank you, Kraka.
Shall we quietly slink off to the next door then?
Yes, let's do it.
I like to imagine if Kraka had like a sword and shield. I imagine you could be like, "I'll be very quiet," and then bang, bang, like on the shield, just to like emphasize it.
It's pretty much Drax the Destroyer.
Yeah, or just like smashes the haft of his axe onto the floor. All right, so you guys are gonna head to the other door, as it were. So you're gonna loop around underneath the bridge and get to the top of it. And so as you head to these doors, you see, so this footbridge is 20 feet above the ground. It's a double door, but it's barricaded by several bars of twisted scrap metal and a sturdy wooden shelf. There's what I meant to say is that, like, ahead of you, essentially, after you cross the footbridge, there is a portcullis in front of you, barring your way from the double doors ahead of you.
Gilda walks up to the portcullis, sets her shield down, does a couple of calisthenics, and gets ready to try and lift this portcullis.
Okay, all right.
Draka, seeing her attempt to start this, will step up and help as well.
Okay. Give me an aid. Also, by the way, I will do on talking. I did notice James was doing a whole bunch of treat wounds and repairs and stuff like that. I assume we're all looking okay now.
No, we're not. I rolled real poorly
Okay.
on all of them.
Okay, amazing.
Crocker got a 29 on the athletics.
Okay.
Nice.
That will. I'll give you a +1 for that, because it's a not a low DC.
Yeah,
for this.
I'm not too far down, Tulok, but I did do 2 more damage to that spell shield, so it might just break. I gotta stop trying to repair shit. It's not her thing.
Kraka's pretty not bad.
Yeah, Kraka's got okay repair.
I know you're jilted by my rolls. But...
I just keep forgetting that Kraka can repair. I rolled that privately for whatever reason.
Okay, no, I'm afraid you cannot manage to pull this up even with Kraka's help.
Nobody
It's
nobody
tough.
sees a lever or anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say while they're doing that, Tulok is scouring the walls to see if there's some sort of hidden.
So we got, you can see as you're doing this, you can actually see 2 arrow slits on the other side of the portcullis in the north and south. You guys can probably see that with your vision a little bit and just pointing that out. The northern one actually appears to be like kind of almost partially melted and twisted as if like by a powerful acid or something. It's kind of strange. And then, you can see a smaller creature could probably squeeze through these bars, but you're not going to have much luck otherwise.
All right. One more go then, gentlemen.
Heave ho.
Tulok will cast guidance on both of them.
I'm not sure you can do that.
Why?
This guidance lasts until the start of next turn, so you can do it like once on one of them basically, and then it wears
But-
off.
What if I pulled one of the cantrip bones out of the pouch and used the spell? on one
It's
of the
like
bone
casting 2
Still
spells at
4
once is what you're
actions.
looking at.
Yeah,
Come on, dog.
it's fine. Give it to Duncan.
Okay,
There's a-
dunk dog.
yeah.
Thanks, man.
Gilda is going to pull a little vial out of her tunic and just one last gift from Physic, and she will consume a bestial mutagen.
Nice.
Nice. What does that do for you?
The main thing is it gives me a +2 to my athletics at this point, but it also gives her like this. I actually used it, so I can't pull up what the fuck it does, which is ridiculous that Foundry doesn't do that. But this will give her a +2 to her athletics and like a claw attack and a bunch of other shit.
Yeah, it gives you a penalty to AC and reflex saves, bonus to athletic checks, claw, unarmed attack, yada yada.
Yeah, but her
That's what you'd
athletics is
expect.
now 15.
Yeah. All right. All right, Kraka, go for the aid.
28 on the 8.
Okay, it's another +1.
That is a natural 20 for 35.
36
with the aid.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You just,
damn,
like,
dude.
Down this mutagen, just like half transform, get all bestial, and you're practically Kraka in a rage. Like
Popeye forearms.
You probably make the most guttural sound that Lady Gill has ever made.
No doubt.
And you pull this thing up, and with an natural 20, honestly, I think you yank it so hard and you just shove it up there that when it hits like its sort of end in the ceiling, it triggers the mechanism and just locks itself in place and it's open.
Woo!
Because you just slammed it hard enough.
Gilda's a fucking beast.
Yeah, Kraka's just gonna
looks-
look at her, kind of like mouth agape.
She flexes like Malibu from American Gladiators.
And while this is still active on you, you have 2 doors in front of you, double doors. What do you do?
I believe this decreases her intelligence, so she's just going to open the door.
Steps up, cracks the door. You crack the door to a central sort of octagonal room that is flanked on the north and south by single iron doors, a narrow viewing port, an archery slit. The stone double door to the east features emblazoned carving of a dripping skull, its mouth stuffed with weeds. And as you open the door, a shadow steps out of the shadows. This humanoid shape, completely made of shadow, with 2 long-bladed swords in hand and a cavalier's feathered hat, flowing like sort of cape and hair wisping around, steps out of the shadows and into view, and it looks a little something like that.
Oh, that's badass.
Oh,
as
that's so
fuck.
cool.
And you just hear, and anyone who speaks Necril will
Yeah.
hear,
You will serve the shadow, and your shadows will join you.
and we're going to roll for initiative.
We have fought a shadow before.
Yes, we have.
You have fought a shadow before, yep.
Not one that looked like this, though.
Did we recall
Certainly
knowledge
not.
on that son of a bitch?
You did. And I think what you did learn for sure was that it's got a light vulnerability, meaning that if you basically were to attack it with an object with the light spell attached to it, it would bypass its resistances.
God, we still don't have that.
Well, I mean, could I put the Wayfinder compass and use it as like a fist pack?
I don't hate it. So, yeah, sorry. An object shedding magical light, such as the light spell, is treated as magical when used to attack the shadow. So-
Shit! I thought you meant like sunlight.
No. Just the light spell. Yeah,
Okay.
it basically, it's not really going to matter for you because your weapons are already magical. So if you had a non-runed weapon, it would matter. You could cast light on like the short sword that's not runed, and it would count as magical when it normally wouldn't. That's basically it. What you learned other than that, I don't quite remember. Other than that, you know that shadows like to try and steal your shadow. And I'm pretty sure Lady Gilda punched the last one to death, but was definitely sapped of strength at some point.
Yeah, we fought a shadow in episode 21.
That was not yesterday.
No.
That's a
no.
long time ago.
Resistance 5 to everything except for force positive and ghost touch. Resistance 10 to non-magical, immune to death, disease, paralyzed, precision, unconscious. Attack with magical light bypasses undead and incorporeal, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, Gilda punches the shadow to death in a huge win is what I wrote in my notes.
Love me some old notes.
Yeah, it cameoed in 21, but we fought it in 22.
Nice. Let's get some initiative. Lady Gilda, you open the door. What do you got?
I would like to make the case to use that natural 20 as athletics for my initiative.
Yeah, you know what? Well, so I'm not going to let you use the natural 20, but I'm going to allow you to roll athletics.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Same as what we do with the avoid notice with Tulok, because you just cracked it open and went forward, and you're
Yeah.
just like in momentum mode, and I think that's fun.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, a plus 16 is way better than my normal 9, so that is
Yeah.
also a 35. But with the bestial mutagen, because we got the regular one on now, it was only a natural 19. So,
Oh, damn. Amazing. Okay, Tulok.
24.
Okay, Krucka.
29.
Okay, you guys did all right. We will begin combat with Lady Gilda at the top of the round.
first action will be to stride. Second action will be to raise that shield. Third action, she's just going to strike.
Oh, she's getting in there. I love this so much.
Yeah.
Be all bestial.
Again,
Oh, man.
yeah, maybe there's not a negative to it, but I thought, oh yeah, negative to AC and reflex save. So her intelligence is working just fine, so that I can justify putting the shield up. So here's an interesting question. I have claws now.
Mm-hmm.
Are they wrapped in the hand wraps of Mighty Blows?
Sure are. Is there a reason why that's important? I guess you could do.
I
You could
think
do
the
a claw attack
damage
for
is
a different
higher.
type of damage.
Yeah, well,
and potentially.
Oh no, it's
lethal.
1d6 slashing. So it's the same. Okay, so she
Okay.
will just strike out.
But I mean,
with her-
I think and that won't matter here. But I think it would be potentially lethal damage too.
It would be, yeah, for sure. But since I know my fists already have everything applied, I'm just going to do that. That is a 35 to hit.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
35 is gonna hit. That's a crit.
Nice.
Oh my
is-
God.
20 points of bludgeoning and 2 points of positive.
So I gotta do math on this one now. That's a pain in the ass. You can feel the bludgeoning doesn't go all the way through, but you can feel that positive, like it just like pushes back some of the shadow and like splits it apart a bit. So you didn't do full 22. It's actually reduced by a reasonable amount, but you still got some solid damage in.
Even though it's magical?
Even though it's magical, yeah. So the way the resistance works is that the resistance is doubled if it isn't magical. So if it is magical, it's normal resistance.
Okay, so you are also
unless
enfeebled 1 until the end of your next turn because it is disrupting.
Oh, okay.
And let me just check to see if weapon expertise. No, wait.
Do you have critical specialization?
I might. I'm real close to it. I don't think I do.
I don't think you have it quite yet. Oh, it'd be awesome if you did
Yeah.
though.
Okay, that's Gilda.
I feel like that's like a level 8 thing. Or level 10 maybe.
Yeah, it's level 9, I think. Yeah, champion expertise. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I don't think I have it. I'm gonna look, but I don't think I have it.
Okie dokie. You let me know if you find something to the contrary. Krucka, you're up. Behind one closed door.
Yeah.
Not seeing
What's happening.
You just see Lady Gilda march in the room and start swinging at darkness.
Yeah, and his lack of knowledge.
He lets
of
out a
what's happening,
guttural roar.
and that pisses him off. Oh, he gets angry. And then, in a rage, he will stride into the room. Doing a sudden charge, he'll do 2 strides and a hit.
Okay, sudden charge, love it. Oh, I love that move. 2 strides, get in there, swing.
27 to hit.
That is a hit.
17 damage. That's 13 slashing and 4 fire. And I believe we did confirm that because it comes from the barbarian rage, that fire, the dragon aspect, it is.
Yes, I believe we did establish that. Okay, you barely make a dent in this thing, and here's why. You calculate different damage types separately. So, I'm going to give it to you. This is not a normal shadow. This is a greater shadow. It has a resistance 10 to all. So, you rolled 13 slashing. 3 went through. You rolled less than 10 on the fire. You rolled 4 fire. None of it goes through.
Wow.
Yep. Brutal. And double stride attack. What else you got? I mean, you still did a little bit of damage. Right?
He went rage.
He's gonna rage
the first time. So
he raged.
He will
That's
end
right.
his
Okay.
turn slightly dispirited.
A little bit less ragey. Next up is the Shadow, who is going to Wilson Feebled. Goddamn. Is going to stare at you, Lady Gilda. Just stare you down, and just say, "Consider yourself marked for death." And it uses 2 actions to mark you for death, and is going to swing one of those swords at you for a 37 to hit.
Oh, shit.
37 is a crit.
We're in trouble.
That is 38 negative damage.
Okay, can you throw that in the chat so I can shield block?
Wait. That's French listeners. And you said that was a crit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That almost broke my shield in one shot.
Yeah, that was bad.
So I made a mistake and not clicked a thing. So there's an additional 5 negative damage to that because you're marked for death.
Okay.
So your attack gained the deadly D8 weapon trait.
That did break my shield.
Damn. Shield down. Marked for death. Attack. Tulok.
Well, fuck.
Yup.
Tulok. Fuck, what to do? Tulok reaches his hands up, and the purple magic starts to swirl. His pupil disappears, and he will raise a skeletal champion to the north of this creature.
Skeletal champion. Okay. Haven't seen you in a while, bud. That's probably not true, but Skeletal Champion crawls out from who the hell knows where. The shadows, I guess, and flanks with Kruka to the north of this shadow.
And it will strike out with its long sword. 26 to hit.
That hits.
For 12 points of damage.
It takes absolutely no damage
I figured.
because you do not have a magical weapon.
I figured. And then will raise its shield.
Just a swipe through shadow.
And that will be its turn.
Lady Gilda.
Lady Gilda, with her first action, is going to strike out at this thing. That is a critical fail. I'm going to throw a hero point into the mix for that. This will be my last hero point. That is another 35.
Holy shit.
Oh,
What a roller coaster.
That's a crit. Oh my god,
That
the
is
bestial Lady Gilda.
24 points of bludgeoning damage and 12 points for max positive.
Oh.
Wow. A total of 26 damage goes through. Big hit. Holy crap.
Yeah, with her next action, she will strike at a map -4. That is a natural 20 for a 32.
Jesus Christ, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Suck it, Bard.
That
you
is
shadowy
14
ass.
points of bludgeoning and 22 points of positive.
Another 26 points go through, and you are tearing this shadow apart.
And
Unbelievable.
you know, she's feeling bestial. Map -8. Shield out of the mix.
Man.
That is an 11 for
Okay.
which is Foundry is telling me is a critical miss.
It is a critical miss, yes.
Back to reality here.
My sweet lord.
Literal
Kruka.
and metaphorical beast.
Ah, wow. Well, reinvigorated. That's going to be a swing of the axe with a natural one.
You're probably in awe of what's going on,
Yeah.
Lady Gilda, right now.
Two
Just
odds.
heaving and like probably groaning and again probably guttural cries.
Yeah, to bring it back to
Just-
Diablo, she's half a werebear at this point.
She's effectively raging werebear.
It's the paladins in 2 who could turn into a werebear, right? Or is that the druids?
No, it's the druids, yeah.
He's going to attack again at a map -5 with an 18. Does not hit.
Nope.
Third action.
Finally, Kruka's time to not shine.
Yeah. Kruka's time to have a dull matte finish. He'd like to use the Ring of the Ram.
Oh, fuck.
Love it.
I already forgot you had it.
So that would be a Fortitude save, DC 22.
Okay. I'm going to rule right now, since you're holding a two-handed weapon, you're always going to have to... It's free action to change your grip to one to use this, but it's going to cost you an action to put it back at two-handed. So let's try and balance this out a little bit for me.
Hey, Freeman. Here's a
fair.
fun question.
Yeah.
Since I crit you twice in a row, are you enfeebled too?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess I'm enfeebled until the end of this. Enfeebled until the end of your next turn. Enfeebled 1. The critical hit.
But I got 2 crits in my last turn.
Right.
Ticks up a notch.
I guess so.
Ticks up a notch. Ticks up a notch.
I don't see why it wouldn't. It doesn't. It's a bit vague because it doesn't say increases your enfeebled value.
Okay,
What, like,
okay,
why would it?
Yeah, I think it's just enfeebled 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's something to look into. But I mean, I'm not sure it matters. So roll me some force damage there, Kruka.
Hey, okay.
1 action force damage. So that's what?
4 force damage.
Okay, all right. 4 force damage. It is still up. That's your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay.
What else did you do?
He swung twice.
We don't talk about that.
Sorry.
The shadow is going to leech the shadow from Lady Gilda, since its previous action was in fact to strike with its shadow hand, as described with these shadow swords. Lady Gilda automatically becomes enfeebled too. No save. As it pulls the sword away and it seems to strip you of your shadow a little bit, and then it's going to swing at you again for a 29 to hit.
That is a hit.
And you're going to take 20 negative damage, and it's going to steal your shadow some more, putting you at enfeebled 4.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
That's Fable.
And as you hit 4, your shadow detaches from you and forms a shadow spawn.
Oh no.
Which is going to roll its own initiative right now. Let's see what happens. Okay. That is the shadow's turn. Tulok, what do you got?
Well, I'm an idiot, and I realized that I fucked up my order of operations because I thought that light cantrip was 1 action, but no, it is 2 actions, and I'm sustaining because I was going to cast light on the skeletal champion's sword, but I fucked it up. And then I was like,
I had a feeling you were going that way. Yeah.
I was like, I'll have him come out, and then I'll fucking cast it then, but no dice. So anyways, I change what I will do, and Tulok will move into the room and will use the healer's gloves on Lady Gilda.
Thanks, buddy. She is not
Oh.
looking great.
Rough. I rolled 2 natural ones and then plus 7, so you get 9 points.
I'll take it.
And then we'll sustain. And the skeletal champion, I don't even know what this fucking spawn thing is. Skeletal champion is just gonna strike out at it.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Nice.
No dice.
And he attacks again. Natural 20.
Nice.
All right. Okay. This is what that looks like, by the way. It's
Ooh.
badass.
Little creep show.
After 20. Okay. Roll me some. Oh wait, no, you don't have a magic weapon, so it does nothing.
No. Son of a
Oh no,
bitch.
actually, that's not. Sorry, that's not necessarily true. Swing at it.
24 points of slashing damage.
Oh damn, you hit hard. Okay. Okay, yeah, you actually deal 14 damage to it. Nice.
Hell yeah. And that's me.
Next up is the new shadow spawn, which is going to strike Lady Gilda.
Uh-oh.
With a 34 to hit.
That's a hit. That's a crit.
Uh-oh.
It's a crit?
With my enfeebled condition and no shield, yep. She might die.
That's 20 points of damage.
Okay.
It's going to swing again for a 17.
That's a fail.
And it's single-minded with another one, natural 20, 25.
Oh my
That is a hit, yeah.
Is it a crit? 25
Wow.
hits right now normally.
Yeah. So,
Okay,
yeah,
so
it's a crit, yeah.
Oh, God.
22 negative damage.
Yeah, she down.
Uh-oh.
Lady Gilda is dying too. Oh my god. Krucka. You're up. I feel ill. I feel so ill now. I feel sick.
Okay,
came
so
up
he
real
doesn't
quick.
have his axe in his hand anyways, so he's going to draw and administer a healing potion right away.
Okay, to Lady Gilda. Yeah, good call.
19 HP
Draw
back.
and administer. It's 2 actions. 19 HP back. Oh my god. I'm applying that to you right now, Lady Gilda. Boom.
A little bit of breathing room,
The automation on this is amazing. You're awake, prone, and wounded 1.
and
You have 1 action left.
yeah, I just gonna rearm himself with his axe.
We know that this thing is almost dead. Unless it gained health from stealing the shadow. I don't know how that works.
Thing is, the motivation of this greater shadow is
Yeah, it's already marked.
its goal is to create shadows to serve it. And there's only one way to make a permanent shadow, and it is to kill someone whose shadow has been stolen. So it going to swing at Lady Gilda.
Here comes the
Fuck.
death spiral.
No!
Natural 2 for a 20.
Oh,
That's a miss.
You like start awake and just like start to like probably move out of the way as this shadow sword comes down on you. It's gonna swing again. Natural 10, 23.
That's a hit.
11 negative damage.
oh my God, she's still up.
Still kicking.
And it's gonna go for a third swing. Natural 1.
Critical fail.
Dulak. Oh my god. I'm beside myself right now. I didn't see this going so badly.
Holy fuck, I don't really even know what to do here.
Retreat is what you should do.
Tulok is going to raise his hands and points them at the main ghost and says, "We can take them! We can take them now!" As his face is lit up by the purple light emanating from his hands, and he shoots 3 magic missiles at the main creature.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bitch. 5, 6, 4 for 15 points of force damage.
Bam, 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 and every missile just pries this shadow apart. And the whole room just like flashes in darkness. And when it comes back to what you can see, the shadow spawn has reformed as Lady Gilda's shadow on the ground. And she lives to see another day.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That was the only thing you could have done. However,
I had a couple
Lady
of moves
Gilda-
up my sleeves.
Lady Gilda is laying on the ground, feeling real rough. The bestial mutagen wearing off, and this overwhelming sense of borderline anathema for losing control with a mutagen, for going in,
shit.
not being controlled. And she gets a moderate curse of Aurori. Until overcoming a challenge of adversity worthy of Aurori, Lady Gilda will be clumsy 2 and encumbered permanently.
Oh my God.
And that's what we're going to call it.
What an app! What an app!
God damn.
Oh my god. Stemming the Tide is an actual play podcast of the Adventure Path Abomination Vaults and is produced by the Uncharted North Network. Stemming the Tide uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Stemming the Tide is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Music is composed by Will Savino and artwork by Greyhood. Stemming the Tide is recorded remotely using Foundry Virtual Tabletop. If you wish to connect with us or support this project and projects to come, we can be found at unchartednorth.ca, patreon.com/unchartednorth, and on all major social media platforms. Links to all credits can be found in the episode description and our website. Thanks for tuning in.